Okay, my name's Bill Jarrett. I'm sick and tired of this packet tracer activity, d3836. It seems simple on the surface, but there are so many commands that I always manage to screw something up. And we're on attempt number 4. I've been at this for 3 hours, so I'm tired. We're doing it right this time. Everybody's got to just deal with it. Alright, I have typed everything out ahead of time, so I don't have a chance of screwing this up anymore. So, what we're going to do is plan, configure, and verify standard, extended, and named ACLs. So I want to create an access list to restrict VTY access. So I'm going to select the London router first, bring them over for the 1000th time, enable, darn it, enable him, password is admin. We get into global configuration mode. Okay, here we go. So to create access list. Back up. I'm way ahead of myself. Alright, one more time. First I want to do is put my line VTY statement in. 04. Then I'm going to set the password to be Cisco123. Okay. And I want that to happen at login. And then I'm going to exit. We're going to get out of config line, back to global configuration, then I'm going to exit again, so I can get all the way out, back to privilege exec mode, where I can say copy, run, start, so I don't lose nothing. Alright, now I want to go back in for just a second, and configure one more thing before we get out of the London router. So conf t. We're going to go ahead and put in our access list. Access list 10, which is going to permit 172.16.50 and with a subnet of 255.255.255.0. That's for maintenance. So, get out of the way there. Line VTY statement. Again, 04. And then last but not least, access class 10, IN. Which is what they tell us to name it in the book. So I'm going to go ahead and exit out now. I got to exit twice. Some people just like Control Z, but I don't want to learn that, so I'd rather just type exit twice. So I'm back to privilege exec. I'm going to say copy, run, start, so I don't lose anything. Okay. Now that I'm done with the London router, let's go to the DC router. Okay, we're going to enable it. Admin is the password. Go into global configuration. Okay. We're going to set up access list 150 and access list 160. And basically, these two access lists handle specific portions of the traffic, so to speak. So I'll explain this once I get it all in there. So I really don't have to type this over and over and over again. It would take me forever to do. And quite frankly, I'm tired of doing this. So, alright. Okay, so here we go. We're creating an access list, naming it 150. We're permitting a certain TCP traffic to come through. There's an address range of 172.168.10.0 with the subnet of 000.255. Then the host is 172.16.20.100. And then you'll see access list 150 permit IP address range of 172.16.100.0 with a subnet of 000.255, and then another address of 172.16.20.0 with, again, subnet of 000.255. And then it shows our access list 150 deny IP any. That's not a typo. It's supposed to be there that way. And then we configure Internet Fast Ethernet port 01.1, and we set IP access group 150 out, and then I've exited twice, so that way I can say copy run start, and I don't lose nothing. Okay, next up we're going to do access list 160. Now you're going to notice a few similarities as I plug these things in. Oh, what I do wrong? Oh, configuration. Global configuration, folks. There it is. Okay, so there's the first one. Here comes the second statement. If I can get my cursor to stop flying around everywhere. And our third one. Then our interface. Okay, you should notice a few similarities between the Group 150 and Group 160. In fact, they're exactly the same, except for one is 150 and one is 160. The other thing you'll notice is that the addresses are reversed. So up here we start with 172.16.10, and then we have 172.16.100. Down here, it's backwards. The reason why is because we're talking about input and output between two different routers, between the DC router and the London router. So some of these addresses belong to London, some of them belong to DC. So they enable them to communicate back and forth. Okay. And then last but not least, I'll go ahead and type in my exit. Exit. And then my copy run start. Okay, now in theory, I should be able to go from PC1 right here. Alright, and I should be able to ping from PC1 straight back to PC2. And then I should also be able to ping my own server, but I should not be able to ping the server behind the DC router, which is down here. So we'll try pinging, let's see here, PC2 first. Okay, so PC2. Alright. We're getting replies, that's good. Now we'll try pinging our own server, which we should the London server. It should allow us to do that. It said it did, that's great. Now I'm going to try to ping the DC server, which it should not let me do. It says destination host unreachable, because we blocked it with our ACL. That's great. Okay. Next up, on our list of things to do, we're going to our web browser. And we're going to try to go to the portal the London portal, which it should let us do. And it found, oh, that's the DC portal, I'm sorry. And then the London portal should be 20. And it found it just fine too. So now we'll go over here to PC2 and try to do the same exact things that we did before. So let's try to go to the web browser and do the same thing. Alright, go. Enter something. I'll come back to that in a minute. Alright. So we're going to try to ping PC1. We're getting replies, great. Then we're going to try to ping the DC server. Which we should get, and we are. And then we should try the London server, which we should not get. It should say unreachable. And it is. Excellent. Now we're going to try to get to the London portal. And it found it. Now we should try to get the DC portal. And it found it. Okay, so we found everything that we're supposed to find, which is awesome for the first time. Oh, thank God.